In the previous video, I talked about the moon exploration missions. If you want to see it, you'll have it on the top right of your screen. In this video I would like to talk about future missions to be done in the coming years. 50 years after Apollo 11 first put astronauts on the moon, we're going back, as the next 10 years are poised to be the most significant in lunar history in, well, decades. What have we got to look forward to? Find out in this video. The biggest moon-related news on everyone's mind right now is the announcement, made by US Vice President Mike Pence earlier this year, that President Donald Trump has directed NASA to commit to sending American astronauts to the moon by 2024. This would be the first time that people have walked on the moon since Eugene, Cernan and Harrison Jack Schmitt, the crew of Apollo 17, in December 1972. It will also be the first time a female astronaut has landed on the moon, if all goes according to plan. In order to launch this mission, the ones from the NASA have scheduled another 2 human crew missions, the first in June 2022, with the name Artemis II aiming the crew test of the Orion spacecraft on a free-turning trajectory around the moon. And the other mission is called Dear Moon and it will be launched in 2023, and are for the purpose, space tourism and art project, trajectory of free return and re-entry to Earth of the BFR national ship. It's not exactly next-day delivery, but Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos wants to help place humans back on the moon by 2024. His aerospace company Blue Origin, which has been working toward a lunar landing for the past 3 years, unveiled a mock-up of his proposed Blue Moon lander in May. "It's time to go back to the moon, this time to stay," Bezos said at the time. In June, the company carried out a test firing of Blue Moon's V7 engine, the propulsion system designed to make it all possible. It's unclear whether Blue Moon will be its own independent mission or if it will be rolled into NASA's launch. Bezos has said he would be happy to assist NASA with its 2024 moonshot. Russia may not be the space technology leader it was in the Sputnik era, but it's determined not to be left out of the current moon-mania. According to Dmitry Rogozin, head of Russia's State Space Corporation, the country is working to develop a super heavy booster capable of delivering 27 metric tons to lunar polar orbit. It's also got an eye on a possible rover mission called Luna 28 that's set to launch sometime around 2025. Comprised of a stationary lander and lunar rover, the idea would be to collect samples for return to Earth. It's possible that NASA will be a partner for this mission. Meanwhile, an orbital module will remain in lunar orbit for several years. There's even talk of crewed flights to lunar orbit in 2029, complete with an inflatable base module. That's still a few years out, but it's yet another reminder that no country wants to be left out of the current lunar enthusiasm. A Chinese robotic research station located on the moon's south pole within the next decade? Hey, it could happen. The Chinese lunar exploration program has been working toward this goal for some time, and has even planned a set of launches to make it a reality. Upcoming missions Chang'e 6, 7, and 8 are planned to launch between 2023 and 2027. The first, Chang'e 6, will carry out an investigation of the topography, composition, and surface conditions of the proposed site. Chang'e 7, set to launch shortly after, will explore the South Pole for possible resources. Chang'e 8 will then attempt to 3D print a structure using these on-site resources. At least 2 of these missions will also include lunar rovers. Germany is preparing a moon mission too, called Alina, which will take place in 2020, and will aim for private technology demonstration of lander and rover. Europe, Japan, South Korea, North Korea, and Europe also prepare missions that will be aimed at exploring the moon in the coming years.